welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day, thanks in a large part to the support that we get from the VFS School of Game Design. Thank you so much, Vancouver Film School. Now, this rundown is dedicated to Rory the Robot, and we love your screen name. He has been watching our daily content for a while, and he loves that our subscriber count is going up. So do we. Rory the Robot, this rundown's all yours. One of the biggest upcoming PS4 games will be skipping E3 this year. Death Stranding, the new game from Metal Gear Solid creator Hideo Kojima, will not be shown off at the event next week. Kojima says that they're too busy working on the game to show off anything new, and he apologizes to fans who are anxiously waiting to learn more about the cryptic game. Death Stranding was first announced at E3 last year, and despite the fact that 2 lengthy trailers have been released, very little about it is actually known. We do know that it will take place in an open world filled with bleak visuals, but what the story is about and what kind of gameplay it will have are still a mystery. Norman Reedus and Mads Mikkelsen will appear in the game, along with filmmaker Guillermo del Toro, but that's about all we know for now. Death Stranding is Kojima's first project since his much-publicized split with Metal Gear Solid publisher Konami. It's being published by Sony, which means it will be a PlayStation exclusive, and although no release window has been named, Kojima has promised that it will be out before the end of the PS4's life cycle. Just because Death Stranding won't be at E3 doesn't mean Hideo Kojima himself won't be there. He's set to appear as a guest on the E3 Coliseum talk show with former EP host Jeff Keighley, which will be streamed live during E3 week. And you won't have to wait much longer to play another big PS4 game. Developer Ninja Theory has announced that their PS4 and PC game Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice will launch worldwide on August 8th. Like their previous games, Heavenly Sword, Enslaved, and the Devil May Cry reboot, Hellblade is a third-person action game with a heavy emphasis on melee combat. It tells the story of a young Viking warrior on a journey through the underworld of Norse mythology, so expect to see loads of hellish enemies and nightmare-inducing visuals. Ninja Theory is publishing the game themselves, and as they point out, it's rare for an independently owned studio to self-finance a big project like this. They're also using it as a way to try something new. Hellblade is meant to be halfway between a smaller indie game and a massive AAA title, offering AAA-style visuals, but with a more contained story that's about half the length of a regular game. As such, it's about half the price, $30 US. Hopefully their plan doesn't backfire. The wondrous woman who just saved the DC cinematic universe might not be back for another round. No, we're not talking about Wonder Woman herself. We already know that she'll be back for more movies. It turns out that Wonder Woman director Patty Jenkins may not return for a sequel. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Jenkins isn't contractually locked in for a sequel as originally thought, so Warner Brothers and DC are currently negotiating with her to come back. It's normal for studios to lock in actors for multi-picture deals, but the site claims that Warner's didn't lock in Jenkins because they weren't sure if Wonder Woman would be a hit. The film has exceeded expectations to earn more than $100 million in its opening weekend, which gives Jenkins and her team negotiating leverage now that the studio wants her back for the sequel. This means there's a small chance the negotiations might fall through, but in recent interviews, Jenkins appears keen to return, so hopefully everything will work out. The next Wonder Woman movie is expected to take place in the present day, but no release window has been named. Wonder Woman will next return in Justice League, where she'll save the day alongside other heroes like Batman and Aquaman. That arrives this November.
Shall we?
Keep your tools handy because Minecraft is crafting up another story mode. After a premature leak earlier this week, Telltale Games and Mojang have officially announced Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, a sequel to their episodic adventures set in the Minecraft universe. Like the first game, the sequel will consist of 5 different episodes, continuing the story of the world's greatest hero, Jesse, and his friends as they embark on a new quest to rid the world of evil. There will once again be a strong emphasis on player choice, and you'll even be able to import your save files from the first game so that the decisions you made there will change how the story unfolds this time around. Those of you who didn't play the first game will be able to jump in with a clean slate. Telltale has been doing this for years, with player choice being one of the biggest selling points of their games. You won't have to wait very long to start playing the new Minecraft Story Mode because the first episode arrives July 11th. This isn't the only new story-based Minecraft adventure on the way. Over on the big screen, Mojang is joining forces with Warner Brothers for Minecraft the Movie, which will be a combination of live action and computer animation. The film is being directed by It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia creator and co-star Rob McElhenney, making it his first big screen project. That will hit theaters in summer 2019. The makers of the Sniper Elite series have set their sights on another game franchise. Developer Rebellion, which just released their latest game, Sniper Elite 4, in February, has announced an all-new game called Strange Brigade. It's inspired by the classic adventure serials of the 1930s and will see 4 adventurers dropped into an uncharted African jungle where they encounter an army of undead zombies. The gameplay is based around 4-player co-op, and each of the 4 characters will have a unique set of skills, weapons, and powers at their disposal. No release date has been named, but Rebellion says it's coming soon and will be available on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. More details on Strange Brigade will be announced at E3 next week. The Fable franchise isn't dead just yet. There's something new in the cards. Microsoft has announced that the digital card battle game Fable Fortune will hit the table on July 11th. At first, it will only be available through the Xbox Game Preview program, with the finished version set to follow later this year. Fable Legends is basically Microsoft's answer to Hearthstone, with up to 6 players using Fable-themed cards to battle each other in PvP matches. Thanks to the success of Hearthstone, many other publishers have been rushing to cash in on the digital card market, with other games like the Witcher-inspired Gwent and the Elder Scrolls Legends already on the way. I guess we should be thankful that we're getting a new Fable game at all. Microsoft canceled the last game in the series, Fable Legends, and also closed down developer Lionhead Studios in 2016. They still own the Fable IP and have hinted that they might revisit it with a AAA game at some point in the future. But for now, we'll have to make do with the card game. That's it for our rundown today. To learn more about game design, visit our pals at VFS.edu. We'll be back with a brand new rundown tomorrow, but in the meantime, we've left you a ton of other content to check out. If you dig it, hit subscribe, all right?